options left there for Tundra. So yeah, it looks like it should be fun. A lot of comfort heroes on both sides, as we see, of course, there. Immersion, you know, we saw him excel on his extreme comfort when he was playing the Earth Spirit the other day. He's playing his second most played hero, if I'm not mistaken, the Rubik.
Well, this is an Into the Breach team that certainly has come in with a lot of fire recently. You would imagine that this might be a team maybe a little bit worried facing off against the former TI champs, but you can hear a little bit when they're talking about their teams to watch for this year. They're not too worried about it and just taking it one game at a time.
Hardest opponent for us is always like the next opponent because we practice all towards it. And since the season is going to be short, is less time to prepare for the prep, but it also benefits us a little bit. So I would say every single next opponent is the toughest one. We're looking at one game at a time.
And as you can hear from that one, he was not saying, he was asked who's going to be the toughest opponent, and a lot of people probably would have come into this saying Tundra, Liquid did, but Into the Breach just one game at a time.
Yeah, focusing, I guess, more on themselves, looking at how they're going to play, and yeah, I love it. Baby steps. That's the best way to improve in this type of situation. I'm looking forward to see what they're going to do with the Nature's Prophet. I think I've gushed quite a lot about the way Liquid's able to play it, how they utilize the Aghanims build every game, so I'm looking to see, is Otaker going to do something similar with his build? He's got Midas queued up, so maybe going to go a bit of a greedier route onto him. But I really do like, as I've said a million times, that Liquid build just feels so damn good even in the carry role.
I mean, they would have just watched that game and maybe even heard you say, go steal it. So we'll see if they took your advice or if, this is something that they're going to end up going their own route with.
Yeah, I mean, it has a little bit less merit, I guess you could say, versus Lifestealer in one position, but versus Pango, you can see the roots. If he goes like that Gleipnir Ags build that we saw Mickey do, could definitely look nice. But yeah, we'll see which build that he decides to go for as early aggression already kicking off up top.
Yeah, the double tree lane. Facing off against Doom Mirana. You can see the Train Protector playing together with the Tree Ints, and Nature's Prophet able to zone him back too. So 33 taking a lot of harassment there in that lane. This is not going to be easy for Tundra.
No, it's going to take some time for them to catch up in this one. Not the strongest duo that they have in the world, while on the side of Into the Breach, we've seen now, yeah, Nature's Prophet, Tree, these two heroes seem to be some of the strongest laners. All three lanes look pretty damn good for them. The Bat versus the Pango matchup, Pango can get some stuff, but Bat should be able to win that one quite handedly. Bottom should be a pretty good aggressive lineup versus double melee with 2 ranged. So, yeah, looking at those lanes, Into the Breach should come out ahead into the first 10 minutes.
See Snaking there, realizing he can't come in and contest anymore with the Battery Assault. A little bit too dangerous when you've got the level 2 coming out soon. For Zibe, it is a ton of kill potential there, and already a bit of a tough clockwork lane into the Rubik.
Yeah, the Rubik and the Snap, right? They have 2 different ways to actually play around the cogs if he ever does be able to get them.
Snaking, though, able to get it, but level 2 for both. Do they decide to go now?
Looks like
on to Snay, the cookie in, and a quick and easy blow-up. Zibe takes down Snaking.
Made it look easy. Just these double range, just the constant harassment. Skeeter is just getting beat on every time he shows something for snaking. So a nice play from them, and a greedy one from snaking. Securing range creep, but getting killed for it.
You know, they talk about good ways to start a game, and winning 3 lanes, that's definitely one of them.
For sure. It's an absolute recipe for success when they also have a very aggressive game that they can play, right? They have Nature's Prophet, so pace of that game is always going to be accelerated from going for those towers, and they have a Bat who can always pose kill threat on almost any hero that he runs into.
Well, let's see how much of a lead they can build up here. You can see 9 already struggling a little bit in the laning stage. 4 denies so far for the Bat Rider.
Oh my, what is going on up to, oh, he got the Ogre Smash.
Oh.
I don't think I've ever seen anyone use that on Doom.
Did he hit him?
He hit the Treants. It didn't really do a whole lot, though, but it looked funny.
All right, that's cool.
I don't think I ever realized that it's actually, I mean, it makes sense that it's 0 mana, but seeing a 0 mana spell always just looks a bit weird.
Yeah, it's like the old hurl boulders you get from the golems.
Look at this.
Yeah.
Wait, gotta stop it.
Oh, gotta
Getting
run
hit.
away. Yeah, and Tree actually right on top of 33, forcing him back. Sucks also not having a great time against Otaker.
That is interesting.
Yeah. If you can find a way to make that work in a fight, that'd be pretty huge. Flame Break not going to connect.
Nice try. A good aggressive attempt there.
Oh, wait, it did connect. Oh, but he's going to not be able to bring him down anyways.
He's zoning him off the wave, though. A great play there from Supreme, glyphing the wave, trying to just bully 9 here, going for 2 points in Flame Break, not going for the farm build. And it's working. 19 and 4. He's getting those last hits anyway without Firefly.
Interesting. Does that hurt your farming later at all if you start to sit back into the jungle?
Yeah, it's going to slow him down a decent amount, but if he can bully out the Pango and just have 9 always sitting low, this is really cool. Really cool adaptation.
Snaking there. Going toe-to-toe against Zibe again, and with Immersion nearby, that pull just means there's going to be a creep wave underneath the tower. See if they try and get aggro there as 9. Yeah, really can't do anything here.
It's scary too. I've seen sometimes if you time these flame breaks really well, right, either breaking Swash or even breaking Shield Crash in some situations. So yeah, he's forcing him back to base. He's going to be able to get both water runes. That is incredibly well played from Supreme.
All of the lanes going incredibly well. The Lifestealer and Doom, you know, having an okay time, but the big one I'm seeing down there is 12 denies for the NP. So even though Skitter kind of has a game, these other heroes definitely going to be struggling, and they're the ones that kind of need to make the moves around the map, it feels like.
Yeah, this is a phenomenal start for them. Supreme, he's going to be able to continue to bully as bottom snaking.
Just goes down. Immersion picks up the kill, and getting these kills onto Immersion. We talked about what he did on his Earth Spirit. Rubik, I mean, there's a couple pretty decent steals in this game.
Yeah, a lot of them, right? The Rolling Thunder and that Doom in particular, even any of the spells from the Mirana, if you ever get Arrow, it's amazing. So off to a fantastic start. I like the way he played bottom lane too. After he got the stats, they get the kills. He buys 2 sentries, now buys even a 3rd to make sure that they can either block camps or pull. As Supreme now
gets the pushback, and that's going to be enough to separate between him and Snay. Much needed.
That was close, but 2K lead already off of this lane advantage.
Yeah, I mean, of course, we always talk about Tundra and what their mid-game looks like, how they split up the map, but it does sort of beg the question, how much of a lead can they fall behind before it starts to really affect that mid-game? And we'll see if they are going to be able to start to make some things happen eventually with these rotations. 9, making the move up top, finds Kadaro here.
He does not want a lane versus mid anymore.
Yeah, he's like, all right, I'm a roaming Pango now.
Oop.
And Kadaro does a sidestep there of the arrow, but it will be 9 cleaning up a quick and easy kill, and then also Saksa getting the D-ward.
Cool rotation. Does mean that the 6-minute power rune... Oh, he's actually might be able to get it as Snaking dies. 9 TPs mid. He's actually going to be able to get the DD as well. Nice TP from him, TPing from the ancient area to mid lane.
Yeah, it feels like it's sort of a thing now where he's just trying to make a couple plays around the map, get what he can to slow down the bat, stop him from just completely snowballing this game.
Yeah, they could potentially set up now onto Supreme with the Pango roll being available with a Mirana. If they can get the connection, the chain stun, they could look to actually pressure this Bat Rider now.
They have to bring in that hero, though, for sure.
Which would mean that 33 is just going to start to get a bit bullied as well. Nice, 33.
Gets the deny there onto the ward. Kadaro moving back up to join his NP, but Kadaro pretty far out, and Saksa very happy to punish there with that 1 Wraith Band.
Amazing start, really, for the side of Into the Breach. Jibe, Arcane Boots at the ready. He's got Mangoes, so the spam, it continues. Skeeter can't walk up. He walks up, it's a Fade Bolt into a Scatter Blast immediately into his face. So right now, yeah, Snapfire pick, the Rubik lane, it's looking phenomenal. All 3 of those looking great, and you got to see now, it's level 6 on Nature's Prophet, so that Wrath of Nature can come in. Pyros are sitting low.
Yeah, there's a lot of them, mainly just this 33 Doom. And sort of tough to rotate into that lane without it being noticed. Obviously, the Bat Rider right now is heading off and stacking up the jungle. But Immersion and Zibe still playing together against Skitter.
33 and Saksa have to be super careful. Yeah, Kadaro's trying to force the issue here to allow to set up for a Taker to get that big Wrath. And bottom, I mean, you have to see the same thing, right? A Fade Bolt, a Scatter Blast, and a Wrath of Nature. Even Skitter could get caught off guard.
Can happen super quickly. Saksa heads back home. 9 with the roll. Do they want to TP in and play with him?
I think probably. We see Snaking, he's rotating mid to try to help with this rune, but they might need a +1.
And the lift back, Supreme, it's a rune that's going to spawn top. Kadaro steals it away, and Snake King now in trouble. Supreme has the Firefly, gets up to high ground, and finishes it off. So having a great bat game. Boots of Travel already done at 8 minutes.
Wow. And that's what now he can go back for Firefly to get that farm going, and he's already got that excellent start. Now we see Saksa. He's checking for a ward. He doesn't find it, so this one's going to spot him. And Supreme should be all right.
Yeah, hard to get that kill without using the Rolling Thunder for sure. And yeah, he sees now that there's a ward up there, and we'll have to bring out the sentry.
He did the test, right? Walks into the tower range. Only the ward would spot him. As now giving the lane to the tree, having the Nature's Prophet jungle, maximizing.
And ready to TP in if things get dicey anywhere. Queuing up the Midas right now, so he's a little bit off the map for the moment. Already used Wrath of Nature too, so 30 seconds on cooldown for that one as Saksa trying to block out these camps here and also pick up the bounty rune himself. So shutting down the farm and being annoying to deal with for this NP.
Skater used Rage. They're going to go on him immediately. 8 seconds on cooldown. They want to try to dive.
Didn't keep the creep on the Lifestealer, so Supreme wasn't able to get that easy initiation, but does spot Snake King now. Looking for the bigger kill. Skitter comes back to lane.
He's got the Rage back available, so he should be a little bit more safe. But scary moments here for Tundra. They're going to have to try to make some type of rotations to help this out, because right now into the breach, they're kind of doing whatever they want.
Yeah. Pops the ulti, the Infest to try and turn it, but is it going to be enough to bring down Immersion? They have the Rolling Thunder kill off the Rubik. Zibe now in pretty far, as Supreme won't be able to do anything onto that Lifestealer, but maybe he can get onto 9 here. Doesn't want to die for it.
It's close. Almost in range. If he had his Tumbler's toy that was just sitting at base, perhaps he can actually Tumbler and maybe get on top of 9 too there. Great rotation again, into the breach. Looking nice. However, we do see that gold. It is starting to tick toward Tundra because they've got this Midas finished up on the Doom. So it went from 2k down to 1k, but still looking excellent with the way they're maximizing.
Do you think that there's any worry of like sort of the momentum slowing down for Into the Breach? Like the laning stage looked really good, but I always see these moments where it feels like Tundra start hitting together and playing together as a team, and it starts to take a turn for the worse for the enemy squad.
Absolutely, could see it happen. That's why I'm like, you know, the Midas, I've seen a lot of people go for the NP. I've seen so many different builds on these Nature's Prophet, so wondering if this is going to be the most optimal choice. Because now the pace of the game does get slowed down, where Tundra, perhaps they can make some moves, and the Nature's Prophet, when he shows up, sure, he's got Tread's Midas, but, you know, it's not like a Tread's Maelstrom or anything like that, where he's going to be that much stronger. And right-clicks is 9.
This is a big one.
He's dead.
Getting this kill on to the Pengo, and yeah, no way out of that one. So, Into the Breach, they find a kill mid. See if that transitions into any objective taking. It looks like right now they're still confident sitting with these lanes the way that they are.
They're getting such good farm.
Yeah.
And Tree's going to be able to get these levels top to be able to protect his towers too. And looking at Tundra's tower push, it's very weak.
Oh, Skitter! Oh my god, the Wrath of Nature! That was so close. 30 HP right there, and yeah, gonna hop in the Infest there for snaking. Are they gonna run in at that? No, there's no way.
It's so much spam. Kisses are back up in 5 seconds. They could just set up for snaking here. Another lift and double nuke plus kisses. Snaking also could just drop.
Have to be careful about himself.
And they are bringing Otaker down now too to try to pressure tower. Skeeter.
Ooh, Lifestealer, stolen Infest. The cookie. It connects. Isn't going to be enough damage though. Oh, that was almost enough.
So close.
And Skitter going to rage TP, but the kisses, it's not going to be there. Heads up play by Skitter to get out of harm's way.
They're on full retreat mode. Snaking even hooking a small distance just to get away. And now Otaker, he shows up even with Midas, easily going to be able to get this tower. And yeah, perhaps the Midas is going to be just fine to pay off because he's getting all the space in the world to finish up Maelstrom too. This is clean right now.
They're playing exactly the way they need to get an upset here over Tundra. And we'll see if they can keep up that momentum. It's BKB on deck for 33, still a ways away from it. It's about 2,000 gold or so. But you can see that with that movement in towards mid now, they're going to try and take this tier 1 tower.
I like how, just keep playing fast. Keep looking to play with your advantage right now. Move around as 3 or 4. Move around as 3, NP can TP and join in whenever he deems fit. As Wrath of Nature's back up.
Skitter, they drop a sentry down so they knew he was there. Covering themselves in this Moonlight Shadow that they knew was going to be coming in.
Right now, for the side of Tundra, they mostly can only play around 9, who does have the Diffusal Blade finish, so it's a pretty strong timing for them as well.
Smoke, lasso, Arcane. Connects. This is a big one. 33, he's going to go down. Snake King jumps into the fray. Kadaro trying to live through it. They have the Overgrowth used to turn this. Snake King wants to find one more kill. It's not going to happen. 9 does manage to find that snipe.
Hey, this is all under an Arcane Rune. Supreme, he's going to have the lasso back up pretty fast because of that. 63 seconds until it's going to be at the ready. A Skeeter.
And No Man's Land, the rage there. Do they have anything to break it? No, not in time.
He TP's mid, so doesn't go all the way back to base. We'll be able to continue farming. But towers are dropping. Pace is kicking up into the breach. Supreme, he sees Skeeter.
Ready to go. Why
Skeeter has
not?
the bail.
And Supreme, there's the TP in from the Doom. 33 was ready to turn and hit that one if they wanted, but Immersion also in the area. And Stolen Devour might get punished for that. No rage. Immersion running, hiding. Zibe near enough by to help out his buddy.
He's got Greaves already finished up on the Snapfire, so he would have been able to help out the Rubik already, too.
Oh my god.
Yeah, they're
so
massive.
farmed.
They're all super farmed right now.
Oh, good step back there. Supreme dodges 9. This feels kind of bold right now, just going all out. Desperate, damn near. And they're not going to get anything.
5 seconds for Lasso. Supreme.
9 needs to be careful. The cookie forward wants to get the slowdown. They get the flame break pushback. Do they want to go for anything else? Doom in the area. They do have kisses waiting for it. The Doom onto the bat, but the back away. 33. Does he have enough damage? I don't think so.
Here's O'Taker.
And coming in, gets one punch there, takes down Snake King, now turns on to 33. The kisses, they get the kill with Skitter. And with the rage out, 9 is going to burn to death. Zibe making some solid plays as 3 go down for 1.
Oh, Zibe salvages all of it. I was like, for a second there, O'Taker TPs into his death, but beautiful kisses coming in. As into the breach, they're bringing all that action. Tundra, they're completely on back foot.
They are running wild this game. And I don't really know. I mean, again, you've got like a couple of heroes here that are looking decent in terms of the farm. The Doom, is up there in the other cores, but Lifestealer's fallen behind. And the main avenue that it feels like they've had to start fights has been Clockwork Hook, which they've had to use defensively one time.
Yeah, can't really get the connection. I think Snake King's missed a couple of them as well, too. Unable to get that follow-up as now Moonlight Shadow, but it's seen. They already have ward coverage in the area. Into the breach, just more than even one step ahead. It's like 2 or 3 steps ahead of Tundra's rotations right now.
This is the start that you dream of for Into the Breach. Spotting a ward right there, I believe, or just inside the range of it. Snake King is going to get lifted. The cookie, the start, the blast, the kill, then the D ward.
6-0 and 1. This last pick snap is absolutely working.
It's been perfect.
Yeah.
And they steal arrow now on Immersion.
That's a big one. For Tundra, the pace is just slowed down. Gonna have to wait, I guess, for the Doom BKB when they feel really active to try to fight. They're gonna have to use some, they probably need to wait for BKB and Blink so that they can jump at the same time in unison with 9, because if 9 goes in by himself now, Supreme already pretty much has his BKB, so he could just lasso that Pango, and 9 has to constantly be very careful of how he uses Rolling Thunder, because there's a Rubik. So Immersion could just turn everything onto them over and over again. Arrow?
Goes in, but not going to be able to connect onto him. Scary trying to go for a Kisses play.
The Wrath is coming.
Aggressively. 9. Oh, they got him! Oh my god, and now 9 thinking about the roll-up, but Zibe just walking away. Still has Greaves and a 20 stick. I don't know if they have enough to kill him here. They jump in, try to bring him down. The Greaves still available, waiting to the last second to get him out. The pushback, Zibe living. He turns, he blows up Snake King, kills off Saksa. He waited on that for so long, and now 9 is going to get ran down. 33 in trouble is Supreme. He saved everything for him. Do they have enough to take him down? The lasso is there. Catches him for the kill as Immersion moves in and wants to bring this one. That's BKB used.
He might still die. NP's TPing in. I think he's still dead.
He's got him. BKB used, no survival. Into the breach. Coming in, looking for an upset.
They're completely outplaying Tundra at this point. The aggressive plays, the constant aggression, loving it. And Zibe, as you said, patient. He's just waiting for them to go further and further. Greaves stick, he's good to go. And Skeeter just dies to a random Wrath of Nature at the start of everything.
Unfortunate way to start the fight if I've ever seen one. And yeah, you can see the replay here. He was holding it this entire time, knew that they didn't have enough to take him down right there, and then Cookie up, he's out. Oh, also the
Sprout.
Really good Sprout by O'Taker.
Sprout to push him out. Living Arbor to cover him on top of all that Greaves plus stick charges that he had. Beautiful game plan so far. Everything is working perfectly. And they even force a defensive BKB that still gets 33 killed. Tundra, things are getting out of control fast. This Lifestealer, he's so far behind at this point, and it's not the easiest of Lifestealer games now, it seems, after everything has progressed, because he's playing into Overgrowth, he's playing into Lasso, multiple forms of that BKB piercing disable.
And a quick pause here. You think about the way that this series started and people's expectations for it, even reflected in the bets, 1esports bet.io, and it was pretty heavy odds into the favor there of Tundra, but Into the Breach coming in with a plan, and again, sort of following the roadmap that Liquid laid out. Play aggro, get in their face, try and knock them off kilter, and now 75% up. They're killing it.
Yeah, looking phenomenal for them into the later stages of this game too, because they also will have lots of counters now. As I was saying, you know, the Lifestealer looked good when it was picked, but now, yeah, seeing so many different things that he has to deal with, and even the Pango too, with them getting this type of an advantage, this type of lead. There's Lasso there for him, there's BKB there for him, and eventually, Nature's Prophet is going to get level 20. So the Sprout Leash will be there also for Pango. Yeah. As game progresses, the game plan for Into the Breach, it's looking really good.
So many different avenues of dealing with this, and I mean, at the end of the day, Tundra is Tundra, and we've seen them make comebacks happen. If you want to take down the champs, they need to be perfect. So far, they have been. Can Into the Breach keep it up? Can they keep their foot on the gas? Can they take Roche, shut down these objectives, or are we going to see them get pulled apart by Tundra? I mean, they still have great pick-off-oriented heroes. You know, you find a big jump in when this BKB comes out for 33. That feels like that and Blink is going to be that window that they're looking for. But
yeah, it feels like they really need the Doom to be able to get more involved. He's 0-3-1 right now on 33. So yeah, once he gets Blink, perhaps they can try to fight back, but Into the Breach, they seem to still be just multiple steps ahead of the way that Tundra's been playing so far. Living Armor is already on top tower, and Tundra, they don't hit buildings very effectively.
Oh yeah, and there's still tree armor going that whole way through. 8k gold lead now. And Wrath of Nature brings Soxa down below half HP. Down bottom.
Oop, Snake.
Yeah, that's going to be an easy pick off here. So the clockwork goes down, and pressure onto this tier 2 tower as everybody from Into the Breach shows up.
Greaves are popped, everyone's full HP, and yeah, the push is coming. Here come the creeps, here come those treants as well. This tower likely to fall. Tundra, don't think they can mount a defense. Still, I think they just need to farm, get the Blink on 33, then they can look to battle for now. I think running into the Breach lineup before Blink on Doom will just be absolute disaster. This is beautiful. After seeing Liquid play so clean, Into the Breach is, like you said, doing almost exactly the same thing.
Yeah.
It's a treat.
And, you know, this next couple of minutes are going to be very decisive as far as what happens. We've seen 8k gold leads squandered before, but Into the Breach, obviously, in a very solid position, and the Lasso's there. Walk right into him, get the blow up. If they want to, I mean, they can kick the rest of Tundra out of here and maybe even go for Roche.
They're going to check for vision. Perhaps try to find one more pickoff, as they did see the Doom for a second. 33.
They spot him. The lift immersion's there yet again. The flame break pushback going to force out that BKB, but guess what? They got the Sprout, they got the turnaround, they got the kill.
And it's a Doom as well
onto a
used.
Tree.
That's Roche.
Oh, man.
Soxa also nearly getting brought down from the Wrath. Supreme can't quite get on him, but it's 4-20.
I mean, again, you think about that decision, and of course, it's like, okay, I need to make sure I don't get overgrowth when I'm trying to TP out, but Otaker's just farmed. He's got so much damage.
Yeah, I think he had the 30 bonus damage from his Wrath as well, too, so just right-clicks right through, and he has Brigand's Blade, so the lower that Doom gets, the more damage is... Yeah, Roche, it's taken. And map starting to look very small for Tundra, how they can look to make any plays. What's the next itemization? As we said, the Blink on the Doom, but they keep finding 33. And now when he respawns, he doesn't even have Doom available. Looks like they're going to perhaps try for some type of infest play. Have to be careful, because Tree, as you said, still has that overgrowth.
Yeah, this could be a big one if they can find a catch onto any particular hero. And guess who's there? Otaker immediately gets jumped on, found, arrow, dead. And the rest of Into the Breach get here to take this fight, or are they even going to try to? Now, it looks like Tundra is just going to attempt to escape. They burn through the Aegis. And wait, maybe a fight breaking here, actually. Skitter in no man's land. I don't know. Gets caught out, and a quick punish.
They get the kill, but Into the Breach full TPs, and Otaker, he TPs right in the face of the Lifestealer.
Soxa trying to get out of there. 4-step forward, leap. Oh my god, immersion. He's right on him.
He's got another one.
Finds the catch, and Well, they take down the Mirana to boot. 33, he's going to try and get out of here. And definitely needs to, because the whole freaking team is coming in.
Uh-oh.
And Supreme chasing. He's got BKB with a TP, but needs to be careful. Gets down to the low ground and barely able to get out of there.
It's just Tundra having to run. Doesn't look like they're going to be able to fight by any means with the way that Into the Breach is playing. So fast-paced. Now they've got a blink even on the bat too, so can continue this aggression.
And again, this is something we've seen from Tundra before. They play this side lane Dota, try and avoid fights, wait for the right moment to take those engagements. But I'm not seeing what it is that they need. And, you know, with Lifestealer dying there, it's not like he's increasing in farm that much.
He's almost half the net worth of the Nature's Prophet. It's starting to get to the realm of almost irrecoverables.
Oh my god, dude.
Almost gets him with the Gleipnir. That was so close.
He TP'd right on top of him.
Tundra, I think for them, they have to kind of just have to stick together as 5 at this point. Otherwise, I feel like they're just going to continue to just get run over.
Walks in.
Into the breach. They're ready.
It's down vision. They see him. 9 lifted right at the start. Snaking tried to initiate on Zibe. And 9 4 staff gets away. Supreme Flame Break trying to push him back and out of there. But this Snapfire, a second force, keeps him alive. Disarm for a moment, but Skitter gets demolished.
They don't have damage.
They have nothing. Overgrowth right on top of them, finds themselves 9. A godlike Snapfire played out of the off lane. Zibe has had everything this game.
I think they might call it pretty soon. It feels irrecoverable. Skitter is 1 and 3, 9, 2 and 5. Like nobody's having any type of success on the side of Tundra.
Goes in for that Aether Lens on the Doom and does have a Tumbler's Toy trying to get out. Can they catch up to him? Supreme Flame Break pushback pops the BKB, and they are not going to chase any further there, it looks like.
Look how fast it's all 5 heroes on Into the Breach.
Yeah.
Every single time it feels like you look, 5 heroes have just arrived immediately. Tundra, they try for an aggressive play. It keeps trying to go onto the Snapfire, who is unbelievably tanky. They just throw the tree armor onto him. He's got Vambrace, Greaves, Bracers, etc. Just feels unkillable.
I mean, Doom's BKB is down to 6 seconds now. He's just constantly been bullied around the map. And now, eyes set on the Tier 2 tower in the mid lane. Well, NP just keeps on farming.
Yep. And earlier they purchased up a gem onto Kidaro, I think it was about 5 minutes ago or so. So they're really taking out pretty much all that vision and any type of recovery for Tundra too. Sure, they've got rocket flares, but even if they get initiations, even if they get jumps, they just don't have damage at this point. Skitter is so far behind. He's having to queue up BKB.
Yeah.
That kind of says a lot. I know we've seen a couple of these BKBs on Lifestealers when it was played a bit more at TI, but this is one of those games where he's into Treant Protector, so he's into that lasso too. It's gonna get countered.
Yeah, and not really that much that's there. And well, speaking of it, Lasso immediately takes down 9. They kill off Snake King. It just happens so quickly. They run together as 5 and immediately blow them up.
I mean, Taker is now double, very close to being that double net worth of Lifestealer. And a DD in the bottle for the next fight.
Can't quite catch there on the Soxa. That was close.
Very close. Cat and mouse. Tundra fully running away. Into the breach. All of their heroes on fire. Look at the top. Oh, actually, I have that my screen. I guess I have the kill streak thing on. But all of them on fire from the kills that they've been able to get. 33.
Gets the blink broken. They have overgrowth. He's going down again.
Don't even need it.
No way out.
Doesn't even pop the DD. Taker's like, I have more than enough damage. Now the DD gets auto-popped.
And going in for the Daedalus next on that NP. All under a ward. Dude, with this DD MP, he could actually just TP in and kill these guys, I feel like.
He's waiting for his team to get a little bit closer. They are swinging very quickly.
Yeah, this is the fight they want if they can catch him. Taking back over the outpost. Moving in with the Bat Rider.
That's bold from Snaking.
Moonlight Shadow. Supreme doesn't look like he's going to quite catch him.
Holy moly. 4 to 29, 26 minutes.
Dude, they came in with the plan.
It's looking phenomenal.
Really, really impressed with this performance from Into the Breach.
Their off-lane duo, right, in particular, is the one that's impressing me the most. Jibe, 10-0-11, Immersion, 4-1 and 20. They're involved in 20 plus of the kills, just always being there. Same for Supreme. 6-0-16.
And 33, again, caught. And with no way out of here, don't have to use the lasso. Did use some BKBs. And the rest of Tundra just have to try and escape. Because every time somebody shows up, they're dying.
It's too fast. The speed that they're playing. It's all 5 heroes. Even though it still feels like they're farming really effectively around the map, they're just running around as 5 and catching Tundra time and time again.
Playing a very good style of Dota right now. And you can see cool, calm, and collected on the faces. A bunch of young faces out there. Daedalus done.
Good
and
God.
That's an Orchid.
That's an Orchid on Shibe too. He's like, all right, I'm going to continue scaling. Great game for it. Versus that Lifestealer versus the Pango. That's going to be really disruptive until they have a Dispel.
Else they have AC coming out soon for Oathtaker.
Jeez. Blink on the Treant even too for positioning. So, and now Sprout Leash as well. Oh God, the game is just getting 10 times harder for Tundra. As impossible as it's already felt, I feel like it's even harder now.
Right. And like, they're really not progressing at items on the side of Tundra. It's just, it's too tough.
Yeah, and 33 is able to get farmed because of Midas and Devour, but that's all it is. He's 0-6-1. And almost there. The double. I'm just keeping tabs on the double net worth of the Nature's Prophet versus Lifestealer.
Yeah.
It's very close. Keeping it consistent.
All I need is one more kill and it's going to happen, it feels like.
He's waiting in the base to try to find an opportune place to fight here. Tundra.
They head on in, Snake King, and 9.
Oh, no way. They're going to find him here.
Yep, trying to farm, but it's going to get the lasso. A hook shot to try and stop it, but it's not going to. Snake King dead. And immediately the TPs go to the other side of the map.
Reading the map beautifully, right? They don't see anything on one side. They're like, okay, Tundra's just continuing to full avoid us. Best place for them to go is probably our Ancients, and they find him right away.
And very long respawn on the Roshan here. Almost full duration. And to be honest with you, I don't know who that favors.
I think anything at this point favors Into the Breach.
Yeah, right? Like, they can just keep this game under wraps and continue to build up a net worth lead like crazy.
93% there. Not seeing a chance for how Tundra can initiate fights, and even if they do, they're going to get counter-initiated on. At this point, it feels like it's really Into the Breach's game to lose. If they just do some type of crazy dives and throw it away, that feels like it's the only hope for Tundra.
Yeah. Well, scanning out the Roche pit with that rocket flare, but now it feels like they want to go in and take a fight. They have BKB completed on Lifestealer inside of the Doom.
Okay. 3K gold on 9. Almost has his Lincolns finished up.
Where are they going to go?
Into the Breach is ready for it.
Jump is ready. Supreme. They break the smoke.
BKB 5 seconds for Supreme as well. Do they get
see
him?
Right at the jump. Lift up to pull him away, and he's on the other side. They can't get onto him. Force staff to high ground. Immersion gets pushed up a little bit. Tigger just turns now, tearing apart Skinner. They did the leash there onto the Pango. He's not going anywhere. As Tundra lose 3, they have to buy back on Snake King. And do they catch 33? Ooh. He manages to get the TP out.
Okay, it's a little waste of BKB by Supreme, but who cares? Dominating the fight again. Perfect save. Immersion gets the lift. He even gets the Firefly off before he gets doomed too, so he gets lifted out of the pit and then can just fly away. Gets force tapped as well. Perfect reaction. Perfect read. Again and again into the Breach. Looking amazing.
Yeah, they're getting everything done. And these hunts that they're making happen.
Saksa
tries to get away, but with Supreme nearby and the Nature's Prophet, it's an easy pickup.
Another DD, 1,000 damage, as now we have seen that double net worth. The Nature's Prophet is actually more than the Pango and Lifestealer put together. Full AC coming out. So we saw him being able to stand toe-to-toe with the Lifestealer with ease before that. Now with an AC, feeling like there's really, just as it's felt for a while. No damage for Tundra.
Yeah. Octarine core, so maybe Doom can, get these abilities off more often in between fights or what have you. But with Roche up, that's sort of the big answer to the Doom regardless. And, well, every time they blink forward, Snake King, he gets his wards taken away. And Into the Breach now hunting.
No mercy.
Can they find him? Gets the hook shot to escape, but the Gleipnir connects from downtown. The slow is there. Snay is going to be Sleeping with the fishes.
And it's, look, instantly it's 5 heroes, right? They just appear,
yeah.
all 5 from Into the Breach every single time. Tundra.
Now into the pit to try to close this one out. Into the breach. Done everything right in this game. No slip-ups.
Yeah, pretty much none whatsoever. Who even has the deaths? I think it's just Otaker once in the mid lane, 2 on Kidaro, and 1 on the Rubik. Like, it's a near flawless game.
Sometimes you just come away and win all 3 lanes and then don't make any mistakes in the mid game at least.
Dominate all 3 lanes, even. Yeah, it's super nice.
Shard.
He couldn't. I was like, what's going on here? He's trying to pick it up, couldn't get it.
I think it was in that weird spot.
9.
Oh god, that was real close.
Tundra just continuing to have to run away every single time.
Right. Well, the last time this Roche got taken, you know, Tundra made a nice little move to cut down that Aegis and clean it up pretty quickly. We'll see if there is any type of a misplay, because there's a big difference between holding the outside of the map and then actually breaking high ground. We'll see if Into the Breach's game pushing high ground is as clean as it's been throughout the rest of this one.
Feels like it should be with this Nature's Prophet being so damn farmed. The AC always armored as well. It's not like on Tundra they have any of these like functions as well for high ground defense where it's like, you know, tossbacks and lassos. It's actually on the other side. Into the Breach has great ways to be able to catch somebody on high ground, pull them down, and get that number advantage so they can just close the game out. Tundra.
Find one on one side. The leash is there. Can't go anywhere.
He's just dead.
Oh my god. Feels real bad for 33. And Saksa going to get lifted, going to get arrowed. Breach 21k gold lead.
I'm very surprised Tundra's sticking in this one, but it's, you know, they're probably just really hoping for some type of huge throw. But Into the Breach, look at this. Immediately already set up. Skeeter, is there an arrow?
Oh, they've got an NP.
They've got an NP.
Gleipnir is there. The leash. Oh, it catches onto both. There's nowhere to go. He can't get out of there. Oh, no. And Skidder now hoping to escape the hook shot to try and stop it, but there is a leash. A couple more hits, and, well, Batrider right on top of him, but Skidder gonna eventually go down to Otaker. They get a 5th kill, but it's in the process of losing their life stealer.
I bet Skeeter's sitting there in their room like, guys, I got a kill.
Yeah.
But yeah, this feels like the game soon to be getting closed out there. Tundra have to be pretty surprised with how all this is happening. Like how clean it really is from Into the Breach. Just a perfect game.
They came in with a plan. They've executed it to perfection. And a little bit of time left here before the respawns come in, but the game incredibly difficult right now. Level 20 on the Snapfire too.
Almost 25 on Nature's Prophet, 20 on Rubik, right? Like everybody super farmed, super leveled.
And the tier 3 tower is going to go down. Taker doesn't get clipped by that arrow. And even actually going to sort of give the respect due to Tundra right now and wait for another chance to fight, not wanting to push their high ground advantage.
Looking to just keep catching heroes. I mean, Otaker's 25 now, so he's literally anywhere at any moment. Everywhere, all at once.
Oh, yeah.
That's not the name of it, but it's okay.
It's a little rock with eyeballs on it. It's so cute. God, I love that movie.
That's a good one. Even though I said it wrong, it's okay. 33, shows himself for a second. Instant TP.
Oh, my God. Oh, 33. Hunting. Otaker not showing himself yet. And now he has the Scorched Earth on him. Summon some trees. They find an arrow, but a save from Immersion. All right, things getting a little bit weird over here.
Full retreat from Tundra.
Yeah, just getting out of there. Saksa TP's out.
Oh, Snaking won't get so lucky.
Left behind.
Beyond godlike. And they also even catch 9.
Jeez.
Woo!
Yeah, I mean, these types of kills right here, and this is, I think, what probably is going to make them feel more comfortable just pushing up high ground.
44-5. I don't think I've seen a kill discrepancy like this in a long time.
Yeah, they have completely shut them down. And right now, Tundra, no answers is the glyph. I mean, it's going to be back up again, but it will only keep their racks alive for a little while. Saksa gets rooted there. Taker finishing this one off. Does he decide to go top? He's actually going mid instead.
I think it's time to close the game out.
Trees there. The rest of Into the Breach spread very well, ready to back them up at a moment's notice.
20 seconds on Aegis.
And Into the Breach still respecting the champs.
Wow. Gonna back up, I guess, finish up another item. Nature's Prophet did farm another 6,000 gold, so Taker maybe just telling his team, let me finish this one, and then we look to close out afterwards.
I mean, I will say, if you lose this game right now as Into the Breach, you've never been sadder in your life. Okay? There's no way.
I think Gaimin is probably saying that this one's impossible. Let's take a look at this win probability. Yeah, Gaimin has made the call. It's 100%.
Okay. Fair, fair. Yeah, we'll see it right there. I mean, I think it again goes to show like the amount of respect that this team has for Tundra and what they've been able to do before, that they're playing this safe, playing around their wards, not wanting to give up vision.
It's a mental game too. They're really making them suffer the maximum possible, so it goes into the next game as well. You know, Curtis, AUI always talks about the favorite thing that he likes to do is make other Dota players suffer. So Into the Breach, they're giving him his own medicine.
He's a nice guy, I swear.
He is, but you know, he says it all the time. You know, I love Curtis, but he does say that stuff all the time. He's like, that's the point of Dota, is making the enemy team have the most miserable time possible.
Oh my god.
Into the Breach is doing it.
He almost has more damage than the entire Tundra team put together on the NP.
Yeah, he might be kidding. I mean, I was going to say he almost has all the net worth of all them put together as well, too, is what it feels like.
He's getting there. My god. Checking runes, it's an invis. Not the best one in the world, but does have Lincoln's, I think, now completed for him, so even if they manage to find that Doom, it's not going to be able to do enough.
They're patiently waiting around this one ward that they have, trying to find a pick-off.
Not going to be able to get anything 33 at the moment.
Farming neutral items.
There you go. That's the way. Does anybody come over into this area? It's not looking like it. Well, Ogre Seal Totem over the top.
Ooh, they're under ward.
9. Gets gripped, gets killed, and snaking. Not going to be that much longer for this world either.
So much damage.
Way too much.
Wrath of Nature comes out. He's going to scout the Roche. Still about a minute until we find out how long it spawns. 33.
Oh, hello.
Oh
my god. Holy moly.
33's like, just kidding, man. Let me out.
Don't want to be here anymore.
Picks up his refresher. Oh, okay, he's still very farmed on 33, but they can't make anything of it.
No. Eats a creep. Ooh. Gets out. Yeah, he knew as soon as he showed he had to just run away. So the TP is there. And, well, 30 seconds until Roche is capable of respawning.
Playing it super safe.
Yeah.
Full control map, rune spawning, it's just a regen bottom. Double siege waves coming out. Lane pressure is still perfect there from Into the Breach as Tundra is trapped. How long has he been inside of 33? He tips him. He's like, dude, you've been in me for like 2 minutes, 2.5 minutes.
He's like, I don't want to play this game,
yeah, he's like, dude, I don't want it. If I go out, I'm going to die. And 33's like, well, I'm 0-7, man. Like, we're all dying. Yeah,
this is tome. That's level 20 now.
Okay.
Dude, the cooldown reduction build, right? Like, freaking Octarine has the quickening charm. 74 seconds right now. Cooldown on Doom.
If only it was doing anything this game. That's the thing. If only the Doom was able to actually do much of anything.
Yeah. You're not wrong there.
All right, the final hurrah. Do they Doom a Lincolns?
Let's see. Zibe. Snaking finds him, but the lift. Getting their buddy out of harm's way. Pops the BKB already. The roll through. They find the Doom. Oh, he doesn't have a way out of this one. He wants to cast his abilities, but it's not going to happen. Do they have enough to kill off the Bat Rider? A couple more punches, but the root is there. They get the leap away, and, well, just like that, they're going to lose everybody yet again. 9 gets lifted, gets pulled back in, and going to get finished off. The last one alive, Marana, but GG is called. 51-5. Into the Breach came in with the upset.
I mean, if I've ever seen someone making someone else suffer, this is exactly what it looks like. That was beautiful. Like, literally no mistakes. Everything you can ask for. Even the opportunity that Tundra sees to try to go for a grab. Can't even get a single Doom off. He gets lassoed, fully controlled. Wow. I don't think anybody...